If your gym isn't scaling, it's more than likely not a customer acquisition issue. It is probably a retention issue, which is why I want to talk to you about everything retention today, how to keep your clients coming back. So I've heard some other fitness coaches or gurus, whatever you want to call them, say that 10% attrition is normal. And I'm here to tell you that if you've got a 10% monthly attrition rate with your members, your gym is never going to scale. The only thing you can do is try and outsell your problems, which probably won't work very well long term. Now, if you can get your attrition down to 6 to 7%, you're probably doing okay, but feeling like you're losing members as fast as you're signing them up. If you can get down to 5% or less, you'll start to see some slow and steady growth. And if you can get it down to 2 or 3%, which is where the vast majority of my clients are, that's when things start to stack and grow really, really quickly. So maybe you're listening to this and thinking, wow, I've got a serious attrition issue that I need to address. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know in order to fix it. All right, so the first thing you need to understand is that I can't afford it means I didn't get results. Whenever I look at a client who's struggling with attrition, whose attrition is greater than 5%, I always hear, well, I can look at the names and tell you everything that's going on. This person lost their job. This person said they can afford it, whatever the issue is. But what I hear a lot of is I didn't get results, which is why I recommend using a really powerful tool called Members in the Red. So what if you could identify a member who's at risk of canceling before the thought of canceling even crosses their mind? This is so powerful because once a client has made the decision to cancel, it's really hard to talk them out of it. But if you can identify the members who are in danger of canceling, that you think might be on the verge of canceling before they've made that decision, how you have the opportunity to correct it and turn things around. So I recommend putting members in what I call the red status. Now, there's a couple different reasons why someone might be in the red status. The first can be they're not utilizing their gym membership. So if somebody's coming less than 8 times a month or twice a week, then I'm going to go ahead and put them in the red until I can get them to come back in again on a regular basis. The other reason that someone might be in the red is because they're not making progress towards their goal. Whether this is they came to you with a goal of losing weight and they're not losing it, or whatever their goal is, maybe they're trying to get out of pain. There's a variety of different reasons why somebody would come to your gym. But if they're not making any progress, even if they're using it, they're going to start listening to other marketers, other options, your competitors who are saying, hey, what you're doing isn't working and I have a better solution. So those are the 2 main criteria that I have for identifying members who are at risk of canceling. Okay, so now you understand why somebody might want to cancel. The immediate gut reaction is to jump to an accountability program. Oh, I've got a retention issue. I need to launch an accountability program. And I'll tell you that an accountability program could be a good start. But for the vast majority of my clients who get down to that 2 to 3% attrition level, it's not because of an accountability program. So how most gym owners approach accountability is what I call a check done accountability program. So I'm going to contact you once a month because that's what I promised. I'm going to send a mass text out. Then I'm going to check the box that I have given you accountability. Maybe this is once a week or once a month. I'm going to check that box and move on. The purpose of an accountability program is to make contact and hold someone accountable. It's not to send them a mass text. And if somebody isn't getting results, they're probably not going to respond to your accountability text. The only people that are going to respond are the members who are probably on track to their goals. If I've got Mrs. Jones over here who's not losing weight, she doesn't want to talk to an accountability coach who's going to shame her for not doing the stuff she already knows she's not doing. So an accountability program can be basically worthless in fixing attrition. Instead, one of the biggest factors that contribute to a healthy, high retention rate is actually your community. Think about it. If you're a part of a community where you feel seen, appreciated, heard, where you have a group of people you've made connections with, you're never going to leave that community. Now, community doesn't happen at a community event. The only people that are coming to your community event are those die-hard raving fans who aren't going to leave your gym anyways. Community happens day in and day out in your facility. Community happens probably not in your sessions. It happens in that 5 minutes before and 5 minutes afterwards. And this is one of the biggest things you can do to impact retention, but it's hard. So what you need to train your team to do is to look for members with what I call negative body language. So someone who's standing with their arms crossed, maybe they look uncomfortable. They're usually the last to get there and the first to leave. Why? Because they don't have any friends. They're not a part of the community. They're those people who are like, please just let this workout start so I can stop standing here feeling uncomfortable. These are the people that no matter how great your workout is, they're in danger of canceling because they are not a part of your community. And you've got to train your team to not only look, see, and identify these people, but then how to correct it, which is not an easy thing to do. Approaching somebody who's uncomfortable and striking up a conversation with them is challenging, but that's the secret. That's the magic. That's how you get that 2 to 3% attrition rate. Again, as a coach, it's very easy to talk to Chatty Cathy, that member who loves to stay late, talk to you for 10 minutes, tell you about what they ate for breakfast and what their kid's doing and what their dog is doing and all of these other things, right? It's really easy to feel like, hey, I'm engaging with members because I spent 10 minutes talking to Chatty Cathy, and to miss the 5 other people who have negative body language who aren't a part of your community. So if you can train your team to identify clients with negative body language and to indoctrinate them into your community, that is the secret to a high retention rate. That is the secret to growing and scaling your gym faster than any customer acquisition strategy, than any sales formula or Facebook ad that I could give you. So to wrap it all up, if you want to scale your gym fast, you need to focus on your attrition. Your goal is to get to 2 to 3%. You're going to do this by identifying members who are at risk of canceling before that thought of cancellation occurs so you can step in and correct the issue, and to build a dynamite community where every member is seen, cared for, appreciated, and has a friend. All right, that's all for today, guys. Do me a favor. If you like this video content, hit subscribe so you never miss another video with more tips to grow and scale your fitness business. Bye.